Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Monday. It is the start of palindrome week. If you look at the dates, at least the way that we write them here in the United States, today is 2/21/22, and if you turn that around, it's still the same numbers, and that will happen for a full week. Kind of an interesting thing. Won't happen again for another century. Let's begin today with a little bit of a warm-up, and we'll wander through some Tai Chi forms, and then we'll do the Plum Village 10 mindful movements today to begin our week. So feet about shoulder width apart, knees nice and kind of soft and bouncy, upper body relaxed, and let's just begin the turn from side to side, just letting the arms swing free to begin. And if you've done the Plum Village set with me before, or you're familiar with it at all, you know there are two movements late in that set where we're standing on one leg for a little bit of an extended period of time, so you may want a chair or be close enough to a wall that you can tap a finger on something for balance. I just finished doing these two sets in person, and I was able to do them freestanding today. That's not always the case. I was happy about that. Let's take the hands into loose fists and let's begin tapping on the lower belly and lower back. Hitting some acupressure points in our energy center, our lower dantian. Tapping in the lower abdomen and back in the kidney region. Let's begin to deepen out the breath, breathing in through the nose if you're able. Take the out breath through either the mouth or the nose, but if you can breathe in through the nose, it's a lot of benefits to nasal breathing. It's an interesting book. Now, you wouldn't ordinarily think that, the topic of breath, which is something we all do, although not all of us do it terribly well. There's a book by a fellow named James Nestor, Nestor, simply titled Breath, and it's a fascinating study of some experiments he put himself and a colleague through different breathwork traditions throughout the world. And for what would seem to be a relatively dry topic, it is a very, very easy and fascinating read. I encourage you to pick that up. Let's take the front hand up the body, tapping into the area just beneath the collarbone. The shoulder and chest meet. There's a bit of a little valley there, a little hollow spot. I'm going to tap into that. Another acupressure point here at the end of the lung meridian. Tap in this spot to stimulate the body's immune system, which has been a top-of-mind topic for some time now. And then let's open up the hands. Let the arms go a little bit limp, kind of ragdollish. Put a little bounce in the knees, and let's take that tap up over the shoulder. Work our way back to the front. First tapping in that region just beneath the collarbone. And then coming back to the belly. Float the hands off the body, turning that a little bit of a reach. Let the momentum of that arm swing come across and cause that back heel to lift off. Push off that toe. And let's shrink these down. Let's get us back to our starting position. Our neutral, relaxed, ready position we call Wuji. And let's connect to the breath. Spinal cord breathing. Breathing in, spread the elbows apart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you breathe out, fold it all back in and gently round the back. Breathing in as we rise, expand. Breathing out, relax, and release. Our spinal cord breathing in two parts today. This first part working on the lower spine. And then we'll get a little bit of a turn in the movement. Put a little focus on the upper spine. Just letting the body follow the breath now. This is sometimes the hardest part to get our heads around, slowing down enough so that our movements and breath are done in harmony. But letting the breath lead. And last few, let's move up the spine, putting a little turn at the top here. Back to center to breathe out. Just take a couple more of those on each side. Finishing up here. Just let the arms extend, hands relax. We rise on the in-breath. Draw the hands back in toward the body and let them float down as we melt down on the out-breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Turn to the sides. You can see what my hands are doing here. Draw them in toward the body as they float down. Breathing a little bit of a circular motion, breathing in and breathing out. And kind of get our flow on today by running through just a few simple Tai Chi forms, and then we'll move on to the 10 mindful movements. Plum Village continues to be an outpouring worldwide after the passing of Thich Nhat Hanh, world-renowned teacher. All right, one more time with the palms facing the floor. As the hands reach bottom this time, turn the palms in toward one another and let the hands come back up and expand. As you breathe out, bring the fingertips in toward one another, embrace the moon, and then melt down. Breathing in, expand. Breathing out, bring it all back in, and melt down. Come back in as if we're wrapping our arms around a ball, or perhaps a better visual where you'd be hugging a tree. more time. And then let's move on to capturing the balls. Rise and expand again. This time one hand scoops under, the other one floats to the top as we catch a ball. That ball will start off nice and large, and then we'll begin to shrink it down. Just keep shrinking that ball down until our hands are just a few inches away when we come in. One more time how to do it. And breathing in, toss that bottom hand away, turn the other hand over. As that hand comes back, palm passes palm, pressing forward. Breathing in, toss away. Breathing out, press forward. So we fend off the monkey. I have a bunch of four-legged things running around here, but no monkeys. But like so many, I do need to deal with monkey mind. Always thinking of the next thing coming. We're overthinking about the things past. So just push that away for a few minutes. Let's take just a couple more here. Push. Take that push hand and just let it fall. The other hand loops around as we turn. Push to the side. Both hands drawing circles. Big circle in front ending in the push. Back hand just keeping time. Just circling round and round. Breathing in as we reload. Breathing out as we push. Let's get ready to go to the other side. So push, keep the hands moving as you turn one foot in, turn the other foot out. Other hand pushes. And hand switch duties. Let's take it back across. One more push here. Push. Keep the hands moving. Turn one foot in, the other one out. 1 and 2. Let's go back across. For 1 and 2. Let's come back across for a single. 1 push. Coming across. 1 push, and then let's spiral back to the center. Bottom hand and that leg, both out to the side. Bottom hand tossing away like you're throwing a frisbee. Breathing in as we reload it, and breathing out as we part the horse's mane. A little visual for you on this one. Toss away hand running up the underside of the horse's neck. Back hand just pats him. backhand causes some confusion about what your hands are supposed to be doing, you can choose to simply put it away. Or you can have it draw circles in the back. Or simply have it pump up and down. Just stay with the breath. Breathing in as we reload. Breathe out as we toss away. And we're ready to take this to the other side. So toss away, a little pause. Turn the back hand over. Step in as you recapture the ball. Now the other hand's on the bottom. So let's do the same thing on the other side. Just a couple more here, and then we'll bring it back to center. And yet again, catch the ball. A little pause, turn the backhand over, step in, catch the ball. Let's carry the whole thing to the side in the direction your top fingers are pointing. Turn the hands on edge, drag them across the front. Hands change places every time they hit the side. Let your breath match the changes of direction. So a breath in one direction, and a breath out the other way. Might even pick up a little natural pause in the breath as the hands change places. This is Hands Play with Clouds. And we'll let this be our final kind of warm-up form. And we'll take it into the 10 mindful movements, which begin just like our Tai Chi set with a commencing move, just hands rising and falling in front. And then go through a series of breath-focused stretches and a little balance work. 10 mindful movements, still done every day at Plum Village. I've been for some 50-ish years now. Let's come one more time across and recapture that ball. Carry it to the middle. Spin it. The palms float down. And we'll go right into the 10 mindful movements. Breathing in. Hands rise. Keep the arms extended this time. But go ahead and melt down just like we did as we started the Tai Chi forms. A few different variations of this kind of starter move, often just referred to as the commencing move. Sometimes in Qigong we call it rise and fall. A useful move for locking in the breath. Very simple. Arms come up, we breathe in. Arms float down, we breathe out. As the hands reach the bottom this time, let's have them outside the waist, turn the palms in toward one another and rise straight overhead. No need to arch the back, but you can if it feels good. Breathing out, hands come back down to the side, body stays vertical. Breathing in, we rise, maybe with a little arch. Breathing out, hands float back down. Keep everything outside the hips. Kind of like you're holding a stick and bringing it overhead, trying to keep the hands the same distance from each other throughout. Don't press too hard on that stick, but don't drop it either. Last time coming down, but let's come back up. Let the elbows fold down into cactus hands, and then fingers close in, touching the shoulders. Breathing in, expand back out the cactus hands. Breathing out, fingertips to shoulders if you can get them there. It feels more natural. Let your arms extend all the way. And then breathing out, fingertips to shoulders. Helps to lengthen out the breath. Let's come in, touch the shoulders one more time. And expand back out. Let the hands float down. Now turn the palms upward and lift as we breathe in. We get to the shoulders, spiral the hands, part the clouds, and release. Breathing in and breathing out. A bit like our opening move from the 8 brocades, except instead of coming all the way overhead, we're just coming up to shoulder height. Just circling the arms. Let's take one more of these. And again, hands float up overhead. This time, come up on the balls of your feet, if you can. As the hands float down, turn the palms toward the floor. Let the hands pass the body as you fold forward. Breathing in, rise. Come all the way up to toes if you can. Breathing out, folding forward, arms past the body. One more time. Finishes the front half. Hands go to the waist. Bring the feet in so that the heels are touching. Take a breath in. Dip on down. Only as far as is comfortable. Breathing out, rise to vertical. Breathe in, dip down. Breathe out, rise to vertical. Let's take one more like that. Rising back to vertical, stepping back out to about hips width, circling. Big hip circles, entire upper torso moving. Spine, neck, and head stay neutral. Back as you sweep across the front, pushing the hips forward as you sweep across the back. And let's change direction. No need to pattern the breath here, but it's useful for you. Think of breathing in through half of the rotation, breathing out, coming back to the One more time. Just rise back to vertical. Release the hands. Give everything a little shake before we go into our balance set. We have 2 movements for the balance. So let's shift the weight to one side. I'm going to put my hands on the hips. You can do whatever you want with them, whatever works best for you. Pick up the other leg as you breathe in. Breathe out, extend that leg, point the toe up. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's try for 5. Breathing in. This is number 4. Last one. Breathe out, number 5. Breathe in, bring that leg back in, and then as you breathe out, set it down, breathe in, shift the weight to that one, lift the other one, and repeat on the other side. This is 4. Breathe out 5, breathe in, bend the knee, breathe out, set it down, shift the weight again, this time swing the foot forward, breathe in, circling about halfway around, and then breathing out, circle the rest of the way, come back to the beginning. Hover the foot if you can, tap it if you need to, and then reverse direction. Let's do one more on this side. In halfway, breathe out, complete the circle, breathe in, change direction, breathing in halfway, and breathing out, coming back to the beginning, shifting the weight to the other side, and we repeat. One more, breathing in, reversing direction, breathing in and breathing out, set it down, bring the weight back to center, turn one foot out, breathing in, let that arm float up, breathe out, rock it back, straighten the leg, breathe in, gentle lunge forward, breathe out, straighten the leg. Let's take one more on this side. This is our final movement of the 10. Turn that foot in, turn the other foot out, breathing in, gentle lunge, breathing out, straighten the leg. If you want here, you can let your eyes follow that hand and arch the back just a little bit. Let's take one more. And bringing it back to center, into our closing. Hands rise overhead, palms turn toward the floor, press the palms. Let's do that one more time. And as the hands reach bottom, let them separate, toss one away, it floats overhead and then down the front, tracing down the midline. Breathing in as we toss it away. Breathing out as it comes down. Hands come together at the bottom. Hand over hand, put those over your lower dantian. Bring your feet together just a bit. Close your eyes and we'll breathe it to the finish. Sometimes you'll feel yourself start to sway a little bit when we get to this point. Just relax into that. Sway like a branch in the breeze. And you can always remain in this standing meditation for as long as you'd like. Sometimes it just feels good to stand here for 5 minutes or so. We'll let you decide that on your own. So let's take one more deep breath in. As you release that breath, the hands separate and release. Open the eyes, give everything a little shake out. Thanks for joining me for our opening of the new week. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.